Hello everybody. Hello YouTubers. It's Kay Corey on another part of a series called The Atom 101. Today we're going to go back and review the atom and why it's so important for everybody to understand why nuclear science and why things that are nuclear man-made disrupt and derange your atomic structure. It's simply because they intended to disrupt and damage your biological system with man-made nuclear energy. There was no other reason for it to be made. It wasn't made as a peaceful thing. If you go and read Carl Grossman's studies on the peaceful atom, you will find out that he said that there was no such thing as a peaceful atom, and there isn't. Or peaceful atomic energy, I mean. Atoms are peaceful because we're made up of atoms, but as far as splitting atoms and nuclear fission, there's nothing peaceful about that at all. Alright, this is an atom. This is the nucleus. Contains the protons and neutrons. Orbiting on the outside of the atom itself is the electrons, okay? Now this is what nuclear energy, man-made nuclear energy, completely deranges and completely disrupts. Why does it do that? Because you have something called the radiolysis of water. Man or animals, mostly man, I don't know exactly what amount of water animals are made up of, but it is a high amount. Man, or humans, is made up of approximately 78% water, okay? Now here's a water molecule. You'll see it's got 1 part oxygen and 2 parts hydrogen. So some of these electrons that are the hydrogen atoms are shared by the oxygen atom. So you've got what's called a water molecule when you put together 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen, and it is called a covalent bond because you are sharing electrons from the shells of other atoms. Sorry, can't talk today. Okay, so why is this so important? Why does the atomic structure become deranged or disrupted, or why does it cause cellular death, tissue death, and organ death when you get exposed to radiation, man-made radiation? Ionizing radiation is what I want to drill into your head. Ionizing radiation is a type of radiation that has a certain frequency that has the ability, it's an emitter. It has the ability to emit photons or emit particles or beams that come out and disrupt your water molecules, okay, or your atomic structure. Here's the electromagnetic spectrum, and as you can see on the electromagnetic spectrum, X-rays and gamma rays are up here where the frequency is extremely hard and extremely fast. In other words, this frequency is extremely penetrating right here. Okay, so gamma rays have the ability to go straight through your body, and that doesn't mean because they go straight through your body that they don't cause any harm, okay? On the contrary, if they have enough energy to go straight through your body, they have enough energy to disrupt a lot of of your atomic structure on the way out, okay? X-rays is the one that's next to it. That also has a high energy frequency, and it has a very big ability to disrupt your atomic structure as well. They'll tell you that they told me this in school, that if a 10-year-old gets a abdominal X-ray, that they have a 50% chance of developing leukemia from one abdominal X-ray. That's not conjecture. That is fact. That is science. Okay. Now, so what happens when a photon or a emitter comes towards your water molecules or your body? What happens is it comes towards your body, and it goes into your body. If it is a high, well, if it's an X-ray energy, or if it's a gamma energy or neutron energy, anything that has the ability to penetrate your skin and go inside of your body. Now, that doesn't mean that alpha particles and beta particles are off the chopping block as far as damaging your body. I actually think that alpha particles and beta particles, instead of the sunshine, are what causes skin cancer. I don't think sunshine in itself, because it's not a particulate type of radiation, has any ability, and you can show me the empirical science on that for all you scientists out there that say that the sun causes cancer. I say bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit on that. I'm going to say that your man-made alpha and beta particles are what causes skin cancers. Because the beta and alpha particles get into your skin, and they lodge in your skin, and they stay there, and they emit deadly radiation until you develop a cancer. Same thing for when you swallow them, same thing for when you eat them, or you inhale them. They stay inside of your tissues, and they emit a deadly radiation until you get a cancer, and then you die. And when you're cremated, the radiation is reliberated for somebody else to get sick again. I know that's a pretty sordid way of looking at it, but that's exactly what happens. Okay? Alright, this is a water molecule again. How does an X-ray or a neutron beam or gamma shine or an X-ray disrupt your atomic structure? This is how it's done, folks. Okay, a photon or an emitter will come in to your H2O, and it will strike one of the electrons, and it will derange this atomic structure. Okay, and what happens is, instead of this being H2O anymore, when you get hit by a high energy photon or electron, or when you get hit by an X-ray beam, it causes what's called radiolysis of water. That which means that the H2O turns into H2O2. So it picks up 2 extra hydrogen particles. I think it just causes hydrogen peroxide. Okay.